Okay, I let my battery charge to about 50%. Yay! so, so I could finish doing the video since it still takes them a while to load up. So I'm going to add a little bit of a, call it a grassy edge to the little roadway here. I just basically put some green there, and then I'll probably add a little more something to it shortly, but that will suffice for now. And then need to do the same thing on this side. While my phone was charging, I did get 2 of the prior videos uploaded, but they're just on my Facebook page for now. It takes forever to get them on YouTube, so that will still be a while, but I'll get it done as fast as I can. Okay, I like how my little foliage behind the rocks and then in front of the rocks turned out. So I think I want to brighten this edge just a little bit. And this is one thing that takes so long when I paint these, is because I work on a section and then I'll move to another section and then I'll go back and I'll see that something on that section just, wasn't quite right or needed a little more of something. So even when I get through doing these little videos, I'll probably still play with it for a while yet before it'll be what I consider complete. But now I want to take just the tiniest little bit of white, and it's not much, and I want to just barely go down the center of that little roadway. And I may have enough on there to do this one. Let's see. It doesn't take much, and you don't really see the paint on the brush. There's that little, but it's just enough. Oh, let's see. I didn't check to make sure I was in the camera frame. And I'm sorry about that, y'all, but this ain't professional. This is me and a cell phone, and so it is what it is. But maybe some of that first little bit showed. All I was doing was picking and playing. That's what I call it when I am just still kind of messing with a piece. I call it picking and playing with it, because that's pretty much what I'm doing to it. Let's put just a little bit of yellow with some of that raw sienna to add a few little highlights in there. There. That looks pretty good. Okay. Now I want we'll try this. The most that can happen is it doesn't work. But we'll see if it will. I want to attempt a little I don't really know what you call it, like a little high area by adding some shadow just to change some of the layering of the ground. I think that will work. Let's see. See, I told y'all I do that often. It's not just today, and not just because I'm trying to film it. Okay, now I want to add some little flowers here to this area. So we're going to, and I call it all attempts because that's what they are. Because if I messed up, this would miraculously get painted another color and then I would just do something else on it. So I've got a double loaded brush here. I don't know if it will show up. Some white on one side and some purple on another, because there's lots of purple stuff that grows on the farm. And it's not just our farm, it's like farms in general, because there's lots of purple wildflowers. So I want to kind of space some of those around in there. And then I'm going to just pick up some yellow, and I want to give a little pop of color with some yellow, but I don't want it to overtake what I've already got there. So I use just tiny little bits. I think I want this area to be just a lighter greenish color, to maybe kind of be some grassy stuff, not just weeds growing in there. There, I like how that one turned out. Okay, so now I need to take a tiny bit of light again and kind of make my rocks pop. So when I added the flowers, a little bit kind of run over the edge, and so by just going back and adding that tiny little bit, it kind of reinforces my little bit of depth there, so I didn't lose it. To reestablish some of that ground. So that ended up looking pretty good. Okay, I think this needs another fence. I think I want to bring a fence down this way, right here. So I'm going to let this area dry completely, and then I'll come back and put in another fence, because it's going to need to be a little bit bigger.